Hello. Today is a pre-holiday and there is a holy festival in India, a festival of color. So there is a color on my face also, on some places also. Now today I have taken a topic that is automatic route and government route. So what is this? Now, when you plan to invest in India, you must see whether your sector falls in the automatic route or government route. Otherwise, if you take a wrong assumption, that will create a problem for you under the law, relevant law and regulation like FEMA and other compliance requirement is there. Now, what is this FDI, Foreign Direct Investment? So, it is an investment by a person resident outside India. And it can happen through equity shares or preference shares, convertible preference shares, or compulsory convertible debentures. It is regulated under Reserve Bank of India, by the Reserve Bank of India and DPIIT and Ministry of Finance. Now, what is the legal framework? So, there is a FEMA law of 1999, then consolidated FDI policy, and then FEMA non-debt instruments rules. So, you have to look into these provisions under these laws. Now, what is automatic route? Automatic route means that foreign investment does not require any prior governmental approval. So, you can invest directly subject to, you have to set the sectoral cap. There may be certain sectors where the cap is there. And then there is a pricing guidelines and also reporting requirement is there. Like examples of the automatic route, sectors of automatic routes are manufacturing, single brand retail, IT and software services. Most service sectors are under the automatic route. Now, once you have made the investment in India, then you have to form FCGPR within 30 days of allotment of shares, and then you have to see that you have got the pricing certification and KYC of the foreign investors is required. So no approval is required under the automatic route. Compliance is, however, mandatory. Now, what is government route and what does it mean? So, prior approval from Government of India, not I am talking about the state government, it is the Government of India's private approval is required before investment. And here the foreign applications are filed on www.nsws.gov.in and the concerned ministries have to examine the proposal. Now, what are the common sectors? So these sectors are defense, telecom, beyond certain limits, then multi-brand retail, media, and investment from land border share countries, that is particularly China. And what happens in this route? Now, once you file the application on the NSWS site, then there is an interministerial committee which examines it, and then it takes the approval of the security from the Ministry of Home Affairs, and then conditional approval is granted. Typically, 8 to 12 weeks time are required for this approval. Now, if you quickly compare these two routes, automatic route and government route, so private approval is not required under the automatic route, and under the mandatory government route, mandatory prior approval is required. So time to invest is faster under the automatic route, and time to invest is slower because you need to take the time and take the permission. And risk of delay is low, and under the government route it is high. Documentation under the government automatic route is post-investment filings. Here pre and post filing is there. And most sectors comes under the automatic route. However, there are sectors, sensitive sectors where the approval is required, and also page note 3 countries are that land border share countries are compulsory under the government route. Now, what are the common mistakes the foreign investors make in India while investing? They assume that all sectors are automatic, and they ignore the indirect foreign ownership. They don't check the price note restrictions, and also they receive the fund before the approval comes in, and then they breach the sectoral cap. These are very important. Now, if your objective is long-term operations So you incorporate a subsidy under the automatic route. And then plan for approval, that is sensitive sector has to plan for approval timeline, and investment from neighboring country has to do certain extra compliance, and then certain diligence, regulatory diligence are required. Now, if you look at the recent trend, FDI inflows in India, India has recorded USD 1.04 billion in FDI, marking a 14% increase compared to the previous year. The service sector alone attracted 19% of the total FDI. And under the current financial year 25-26, first half till September 2025, the FDI inflows rose by 18% year on year to USD 35.18 billion compared to the same period in prior year. And in the first half of FY26, Singapore, USA, Mauritius remained the key sources, with Singapore alone contributing approximately 34% of the equity inflows. Now, long term, if you have take the perspective, since 2014, when the Modi government came into power, India has attracted approximately $667 billion in cumulative FDI inflows. India's total FDI inflows since 2000 has assumed to have passed significant milestone around $1 trillion cumulative. It's a huge amount. Now that if we will look at the top investment source country, Singapore, Mauritius and USA are among the largest FDI contributors. And top sectors are services, IT, software, manufacturing and trading, as I have just said a few minutes before. So India's FDI inflows have shown strong momentum post 2023, with FY 24-25 marking record inflows USD 81 billion, and continued growth in FY 26, driven by broad global investor interest and sector diversification. So this is a broad background and some perspective on how you can make the investment into India. It is a huge market of 1.5 billion population, and entry structure, regulatory route determine how smooth your journey will be. Before you capital inflow or investment make, check the route, which is your route, which is a route where you can make the maximum limited compliance and the maximum long-term business. So if you are interested in, say you are interested in investing in India, you can connect with us. I am a chartered accountant, company secretary and law graduate. I do provide consultancy in setting up foreign businesses into India, and thank you.